Tyrese, pleasure to see you. Just to give everybody a little bit of context, it's the morning after we got back from our first preseason trip. We got in really late, and you said to me after the game that you were going to be in the morning and work out no matter what. You've already done your workout, you've showered, you've done your whole routine. How are you like this? How are you able to have this much energy and really continue to, because you said last year that you were going to work out every day, every morning, and I don't know if I believed you, but you're really, really doing it. So tell me about how that all comes together and works for you.
I mean, I just really enjoy the game, and I want to be the best I can possibly be. And, no matter what time we get in, I know I try to always find a way to do something because I feel like I have to. If I'm not productive, if I'm not finding a way to get better, then I feel like I'm getting worse. And for me to reach my maximal potential and be the best I can be for this team, I have to keep getting better every single day. So I think that's the best answer I have for it.
Do you ever get tired?
Tired? I mean, I take a lot of naps. So
Okay.
like right now, once we finish, I'll probably give me something to eat, go home. I don't know, maybe watch a little TV or read something and then take a nap. And then I'll get up and do whatever I got to do for the rest of the day. But
I'm just very curious about this. How many hours of sleep do you need per night, though? So like last night, you probably didn't get back until 2 a.m.?
I think I got home at 2. Fell asleep about 2:30. And I woke up at like 9. I think I woke
okay.
up to
So
call
that's
my
not
mom.
terrible.
Yeah, about 9 o'clock. 8 and then came here.
Call your mom first, though.
Yeah.
Tell me about how your relationship with your mom has evolved over the last year or so that you've been in the NBA.
I mean, it's great. I mean, she can't be here every single second because, of course, she has work and because my little sister is at home, too. So, I mean, we just talk on the phone at least probably 4 or 5 times a day. I'll FaceTime her. She'll call me. We just talking and messing with each other. But, both of my parents, as soon as I got done working out, my dad called me and, gave me his thoughts on the game last night and, what I need to do to get better and different things like that. So, they always help me.
What role did your parents play in developing this work ethic that you now have and show every day?
I think, I think it started down from, both my grandmothers. They both lived in the house with us from as long as I can remember. And, their hard work and their dedication trickled down to my parents. And then when I'm born, I see how hard they work. My mom works extremely hard. She, climbed the totem pole of her job. Now she's like a manager. She works her own hours. She does different things like that. And my dad climbed the same totem pole. He was, in high school. He was coaching high school. He got himself all the way up to a college job. And, just seeing that, it makes you want to work extremely hard and make sure that they're proud of you.
Your teammates notice it too, because when I spoke to all of them on Media Day, they talked about how you always bring energy. You're easy to work with in the morning. You're never off. You're always bringing positive vibes. How important is it to you to do that? And I guess what I'm asking is, do you ever have bad days, but you push through because you want to be that person?
I think everybody has bad days. Everybody has bad days, but the way I look at it, it's a mindset. You can either go about it, 2 different ways. You can go about it and pout, even though you're having a bad day and make others have a bad day, or you could put yourself to the side, and then just try to build up others. I always tell, my uncle and different people that I live with, they're like, man, are you ever sad? I'm like, yeah, I'm sad sometimes. Like last night, I didn't feel like I played great at all. But, this morning I woke up, I dwelled on it for, however, the flight or whatever, and then I refreshed my mind. I was like, okay, it's time to get better now. It's time to focus on, watch the film, focus on what I did wrong, what we did wrong as a team, and we build on it. So I always try to look at it as a positive.
You're definitely a little hard on yourself if that's how you were feeling, because this is a super new role for you, and I want to talk about what it's felt like to take on this enhanced role, to grow as a playmaker, as a distributor. What was camp like for you? How is the adjustment going?
Yeah, it's going good. It's going. I mean, what I've been doing in camp really was I try to not look for myself as scoring as much and just try to figure out ways of how I'm going to set up teammates and how I'm going to get others involved. Because I feel like as a scorer, I know when I can score, how to score. Especially last year, I kind of figured it out towards the end, the different spots I can get to, and I'm pretty comfortable in that way. I try to focus on during camp and what I'm not comfortable in, just running the team, getting guys in the right spots. I wouldn't say I'm not comfortable. I'll say, it's different, like you said, new role from last year, and it's a work in progress, and I'm just keep working. And I really do appreciate, my teammates. They've been helping me a lot, and they stand with me. I just literally, before I came here, I was talking to Tobias, and he was telling me he's like, I know you're gonna be hard on yourself about last night. He's like, dude, you know, you did fine. It's the first, it was a preseason game. You'll be fine. I'm not worried at all. So, you know, just hearing that from a vet, it makes you feel better.
Let's talk a little bit more about Tobias and his role in your career so far. What type of leader is he? You just gave us a great example of what he's able to do for you on a personal level. But what does he bring to the team out there that's been helpful to you?
His voice is powerful. His voice is powerful because one thing you know about Tobias is he's passionate about the game. He's passionate about winning. He puts in work. I was the first one in the gym. The next person I saw was him. So just for him being a borderline all-star, him being in the gym at 10 o'clock after we got back, like you said, at 2 o'clock, it just shows who he is as a person and where he come from, and you really have to respect that.
Joel also was complimentary of the way that you've stepped into a new role during training camp. In his first media of this camp, he talked about wanting to help you through this transition and help you grow into more of a point guard. What has that relationship been like with Joel? Because last year you didn't share as many minutes. You got to watch him a lot. Mm-hmm. What's it like to now be part of his unit?
I mean, it's cool. It's different, but Joel's been great. I mean, you got to think about it. Joel is a, top 3 player in the league right now. Could have been MVP last year and will probably be, in the conversation again this year. And to have someone like that in your corner and helping you and talking to you, and we all know Joel doesn't speak a lot, but when he talks, he came up to me yesterday during the game, was like, hey man, be yourself. Go be Tyrese. Tyrese is good enough. And go get in the paint, do what you do, and don't really worry about making mistakes, because we all make mistakes. It is what it is, and we're going to grow and move on from it. Just hearing stuff like that from a guy like Joel Embiid as a superstar, and it really is helpful.
As we continue to talk about your teammates, I know this offseason you spent a good amount of time with Shake and with Seth. Can you tell me about how you guys met up, what you worked on, where you were working?
Yeah, we were in Dallas. Shake stays in Dallas offseason. Seth lives out there, and that's where I'm from. We met up at SMU. I think it worked out for about a week, but it was great. It was great to have a team there. It was still individual off-season work, but it was like as a team aspect. We worked on some stuff like as far as within the offense, and then we really competed. And I think that was the one thing that's really going to help us down the road. Even during training camp right now, like everybody's going hard at each other, and I think that just makes you a better team in the long run. I mean, once you step onto the court with each other, your brother has your back. Because y'all went extremely hard in practice. They tried to make you better. You tried to make him better. And now when it's time to compete against somebody else, it's time to go to war.
We've seen at the end of practice the 3 of you still shooting together as a unit. So tell me a little bit about what you guys compete over when you're shooting, because I don't know the rules of the games that y'all play.
Right.
But what has that been like to now take what you did together over the summer and do it together here in Philly?
Yeah, I mean, we're still competing. Even practice is over, just trying to get extra work, get extra reps in. But they'll say, all right, we're gonna make 10 together, and we're like, nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna make first one to three, or first one to 5, and it's still, the competitive nature's still there. At practice, you're dead tired. We've been running around for 2.5 hours, barely have any legs, but you're still trying to compete extremely hard and push each other to get better.
The last segment of your teammates that I wanted to ask you about is last season's rookies. I know you guys had a group chat that you used a lot. What's it like to now be second-year players, not be rookies anymore? Is the group chat still active?
The group chat is definitely still active. We went out. I think we got to go out to eat in Canada, and we rode together. Of course, we all couldn't get. The whole team couldn't ride in one car. The one car that we was in was me, Paul, and Isaiah, of course. And we just had a great conversation. I mean, we talk about everything. Talk about life in general. Talk about basketball, and then talk about all the off-court activities that we have. And, it feels different not being a rook. I mean, I guess we're still technically a rook until the first game, but we're second-year guys now. And, even after the game yesterday, I was thinking, all right, I got to get the towels. And then I got up to get the towels, and it was like, oh, snap. Jaden had already got the towels. I'm like, oh, man, I forgot. And then shooting around, I was like, all right, I got to grab the shoes. And then I was like, oh, no, you already grabbed it. I was like, oh, man, I forgot. And it's just, it's cool. It's a blessing to be here. And I'm proud of those guys, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Speaking of the future, we talked about what motivates you on a daily basis during early mornings. When you think about the season ahead, though, what are your goals? What's motivating you? What are you thinking of as you project out for the next year or so?
Yeah, I mean, I write down personal goals, before. I've done it since I was like, I don't know, 7th grade. I did it before the first day of school. So now I had to do it for the first day of camp, I guess, because that's like, my school. But yeah, I think my goals, my team goals is just to be the best that we can possibly be, maximize our potential, and of course, try to go as far as we can. And keep getting better every single day. Like you said, it's different roles and, different faces. And I feel like we still have the same mindset, the same goal, and what we need to achieve. And I think personally, I just want to be the best I can possibly be. And that's on the court and off the court. I'm trying to become a better person every single day, just like I'm trying to become a better basketball player every single day. Trying to become a better son, a better nephew, a better dog owner to my son, and just better overall.
Tell me about your son.
Man, I miss my son right now. He's with my mom and my dad. I moved to Jersey instead of being in the city of Philly because of him. He needed some space, needed a little backyard. So right now I'm trying to get a gate, put up so he can't just roam the neighborhood, because he'll roam the neighborhood and come on back, make some friends probably, because he's very friendly. But yeah, I'm trying to get a little gate put up right now. He's doing good. I think he's like 98 pounds. He just was 8 months on October 2nd, so he's progressing really well. I can't wait to get him back, give him some more training and get his diet back a little bit different. So.
For context, when I first saw your dog was tiny.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what type of dog, how large he's going to grow, and you haven't said his name yet either.
Yeah, Apollo is his name. He's a Cane Corso, which is an Italian Mastiff. And when you saw him, I think it was, I don't remember, maybe probably like April or May. So he was probably like 4, 3, I can't remember how many months, but he'll get up to 150 pounds. And he's like a small horse. He gallops and everything, but he's really good. You gotta keep him trained, because at 150 pounds, he has to be trained. He has to be able to be obedient, which he's doing a really good job of. And I brought him around my family early, just because we have small kids, and he plays well with them, and it's amazing to watch them, because they try to get on his back and he doesn't do anything, and he loves it, and he likes to jump on them and lick them, but they're so small, and he jumps over them, they're the same height, dang near. So. But yeah, it's been great.
Last serious question for you. I asked the rest of your teammates the same question. If you had to give some advice to your younger self, you're still pretty young, but was there any point in maybe your high school career that you were struggling or you weren't sure that the dream was going to become a reality? What advice would you give to that kid knowing where you've ended up now?
I think I would tell myself, yeah, I mean, you're right. Sometimes, you have days where you don't believe, and you have to get back into that train of thought. So I think what I would tell myself is continue to pray, continue to stay humble. Thank God I was able to get some success early. My name was out a little bit, like my junior year, playing AAU and different things like that. So I would tell myself, stay humble, stay hungry, and keep working, and everything will be okay.
Tyrese, thank you so much.
Thank you.